Hi folks, here's a quick demo of how Scoutflo can connect with your existing infrastructure and you can get immediately started with monitoring it, managing it inside Scoutflo. So I have two clusters added here. One is a connected cluster and other is a created cluster with Scoutflo. So let's follow the same flow where if I want to connect an existing cluster, all I have to do is just click on connect a cluster. I can select my CFD ID, which I've already added to this account. I select the region I want an existing cluster to be added from and I click on fetch these clusters. So now these are the four clusters available in my AWS account for this Hyderabad region. Now to connect a cluster, all I have to do is select the cluster I want to add. So I just selected the cluster and I hit on connect cluster and that's pretty much it. The cluster creation process has started. I have to just connect the networking part of it, which is the Nginx controller, cert manager. Once I add my existing Nginx and cert manager, right here. You can just click on install Scoutflow agent and behind the scenes Scoutflow agent will be directly added to an existing cluster and we can immediately start managing that with Scoutflow. Now, once a cluster is connected, so this is an existing cluster that I have already added to my account. Scoutflow makes sure that we are able to check how this cluster is doing in terms of the cluster setup. So everything is already installed from Argo CD, Prometheus, Grafana. All the monitoring end-to-end is already set up. You can choose which add-on to add or not. So for here, in case cost analyzer is something I did not want on this cluster. And I also can see one single view of all my applications hosted here, all my observability right directly in one place. If I want to make any change requests here, like editing this cluster, this audit trail will be mentioned. I also have all my alerts set up in one single place. And I can also go to settings, make sure I have my alerts as well as RBAC customized for each and every user in my account. So if you have multiple AWS customers, if you have multiple AWS accounts, this is one single place for you to manage all of these AWS accounts for any of your customers or existing infra and deploy across multiple cloud connections. And then just have one single view to do end-to-end deployments.